Hey guys, I'm Marlon. Today I'm gonna talk about well, I'm gonna probably be jumping around topics like atheists, emo people, and emo music. Well, I went to a church today, and I'm an atheist, so I sat there for like the whole thing, and I actually had to do stuff because my parents don't know I'm an atheist yet, and I don't know how to tell them. Because a lot of people that aren't atheists and actually believe in God and Jesus judge us atheists for that. So I'm really scared that my parents might start judging me. And yeah, like most people get pissed when there's like someone that's an atheist and they're still saying, oh, you need Jesus in your life. No, you don't need Jesus in your life. You want to know why? Because we don't like to get let down by Jesus. Most people think that it's either because you start listening to punk, rock, heavy metal, or alternative. No, that is not the reason why. People call it emo music because people cut when listening to them. We don't cut while listening to them. We don't. Either we were cutting before we even listened to them, because I'm gonna admit I did cut way before I started listening to music like that. I'm not gonna say I had suicidal thoughts, because that's still going on. The reason I became an atheist was because something kept happening, and I prayed and prayed and prayed for it to stop, and it didn't. I prayed for months, and people say, pray to God, everything's going to be okay. He'll help you, he'll guide you, he'll tell you what to do. When I saw no answer, I started cutting. I didn't know what else to do. I started listening to music as my escape, like most people do nowadays. And I eventually stopped cutting because the music really helped me. The bands, they understand what we go through, because some of them have gone through it. They understand how we feel. They understand us, and people don't get that. I don't think people ever will. The band Pierce the Veil, they mean so much to me. Why? Because they saved my life. I can seriously say they saved my life. I stopped cutting. I have no more scars. Because it made me feel like I'm actually worth something. That I actually have a purpose to be here. And then there's people that decide to bring us all down by calling us names, bullying us. Does that make you feel any better? it makes me sad that there's people over there that enjoy putting other people down. It's ridiculous. You don't know what they're going through. Even if you're going through the same thing, you don't know how they feel, and they don't know how you feel. Everyone goes through a lot of things, and eventually gets tired of it. A lot of people pray, and like me, eventually lose faith in God. And most people just don't understand, and they bully most of us. But just to clarify, no, we don't cut when we listen to that music. It's not the reason why we cut, and if we do cut, it isn't because of the music. It's either because something's going on at home, and it's really hard to handle. And if you've never cut in your life, don't sit there and say how stupid someone is for doing it. You care for the person, yeah, but don't call it stupid. Don't ever call it stupid, because you don't know what someone goes through to get up to that point. And you don't know how hard it is to stop once it started. So instead of sitting there judging them, why don't you try listening and getting to know them? And for people that really insult the kind of music I listen to, I have a couple of friends that insult it, and it pisses me off, because most of them don't know that most of the bands I listen to actually help me stop cutting. It's ridiculous. Their songs mean more than a fucking rap. Some raps are meaningful, but most of them aren't. And just don't judge, don't hurt people. It's not necessary. Don't start drama where there is no drama. Just, especially don't ever tell someone to kill themselves. Because one day, they might actually do it. They might be over the edge and listen to you. Don't you ever tell anyone to kill themselves, because that just makes you a horrible person. Knowing that you want a person dead, for them to take their life when you don't have no clue what they're going through. Well, that's all.